It's Wednesday night. It's a Wednesday night, and I'm going to do this. I'm going to nick a bit of Vicar voice for a moment. It's Wednesday night. It's 8 o'clock. It's 10 for 10. Probably not the best idea to do this on a Wednesday night. It's actually not been that bad. I've had at least 3 days of no disasters. Nothing good turning up, but definitely no disasters. Dave of Dave's Transforming Junk Heap wanted to do loads of videos, moaning about something. My video was so successful, I don't know what to do. So I phoned him. What's your phone number? Phoned him up. We had a conversation about it. It was really funny. He's just like he is on YouTube. Fancy that. But he is. He's just hello mate and all that. And it was only a brief conversation, but it was. Weird how you meet people and they're just like you think they're going to be instead of like what's on the telly, because they're nothing like you think, and you don't know. Digress. He wanted to do something special. He may have suggested a drinking game, and then I got all excited and phoned him and went, why don't we do 10 shots with 10 bots? 10 for 10, and just talk about them and why we like them and stuff like that. You can do your top 10. I can't do my top 10 because of what I own. My top 10, most of it, some of it, is hiding away. I would like to stress early on that I'm probably going to set my phone. I'm trying to get this done as soon as possible, as soon as I get into talking about robots, but if I don't put the phone on now, I'm going to hit half an hour and my phone only records for half an hour. And no longer. No longer! Is that going to stay? Yes. I'm going to show you 10 robots. They're not elitist robots. Some of them are quite expensive, possibly. But I'm going to show you 10 robots that, if you don't have them in your collection, you've really got to go and find them. Because there are specific bots throughout collecting they're just good. So, cheers. Right. Gonna start with a goodie. Whew. These go for quite a lot of money and were on Toys R Us. For cheap money, and everyone got some, and if you didn't, I feel so sorry for you. I really do, because that specific toy is now up into the £100. This is a Masterpiece Grimlock. The reason that you need to try and have one of these is because one day when they do what are the top 10 ever Transformers toys, not putting fiction in this is toy centric. This is going to be in the top 10 robots ever. And I've been thinking quite a lot about this recently because it's a really very big subject. This is the best Transformer. This is the best Transformer. This is the best Transformers toy. I don't love it the most as such because I love other things for other reasons. This is the best Transformers toy. It's just a genuine thing of glory. You have to have one. I don't know if I'm doing transformations in this video, but I know the Grimlock. I've decided we're not going to do transformations because they just go wrong. This is Grimlock. You need to get one. Look at it! Ugh, eyes change. Dinosaur mode's brilliant. Couldn't be more screen accurate. It's so much like the original toy. It's actually painful. No one has made anything as good as this. Ugh. 2. There are going to be a few Prime toys in this. I'm actually really pleased that I have almost the whole line. It's only Shockwave that I need, and then I've got all of it. Not the repaints, because I don't like a lot of them, and then you're getting into just buying unnecessarily to be a completionist as opposed to having one of everything in the line, which is what I consider is the thing. So like what you see on the television. So like what you see on the television. And I know they probably made Magnus look like the toy instead of the toy looking like Magnus. But the two look so amazing in the middle of each other. This is, for me, an absolute direct reflection of watching something on the telly box and touching it with your hands. Absolutely engineering. Absolutely engineering. Absolutely brilliant bloody engineering. I can't love this thing enough. And what really annoys me is when he came out, loads of other people were just like, can't like the new one. And great, if you like the other one, you like the other one. But the other one isn't from the fucking toy line. It's not the same thing. Shouldn't be in the same range. It makes me angry. I'm never going to own that toy. This... They just need a third-party hand with his little claw of death, and he'll be fine. Let's go for something a little sexier. This is a very, very dusty RID Ruination. I bought it from a ridiculous price because I didn't have a combiner, and it was at the, not last auto assembly, the one before. Slightly funny story, because when the gentleman was scrabbling around for bits for him, he dropped him and lost the head in a bucket of all kinds of other stuff. And basically I made him stand there and dig through it for about 3/4 of an hour. I felt really bad, but I wanted my fucking head. I wanted it because look at it. It's great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 robots become one. This thing is a G1 brick piece of shit, and I kind of love it because look at it. It's 5 robots that become one. That was in the 80s. What happened? Catch up, please. Catch up, please. Come on. More stuff like this. Not like that other piece of computer game rubbish. How many is that? 1, 2. Shit. You'll spy that some of my robots are a little bit dusty because they have been a bit shelf warmy. But they look so nice on the shelf. Transformers Cybertron Optimus Prime. I don't think there's a better one. And you know what I'm like. I love primes. I think about primes all the time. What does this being a prime mean? Why is it important to me? This is the biggest, chunkiest, most quintessentially prime ever. And there's not enough of it because I don't know anything about it. It's just this toy to me. There's no history to this toy. There's no backdrop. I've not watched. I might watch Cybertron. I struggle with the cartoons because they're shit, aren't they? But the toys are brilliant. Look at it. I've got no guns and stuff on it. I got this at the second day I ever went to. Through Mr. Matthew Time Lord, which was absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much. I love it. It's beautiful. You should absolutely get one. You need to have one in your collection because it turns into the most amazing, great big stinking fire truck that I pretty much, not transformed properly, promise you, you'll love him. For it's good. Faithful. The transformation is amazing, and it's such a massive shame that that stupid Prid thing came out. The only saving grace for the Prid thing is Ultra Magnus, because this, it can't be much more expensive as a toy. It can't have cost a huge amount more. If this was still just 22 quid and you could pick it up everywhere, why wouldn't you sell this? Why should it be a first edition? Because it's that good. It's that good. I like Optimus Primes. Have you noticed? It has articulation like you wouldn't believe. It moves just like a normal everyday action figure. It could do with an up and down on the neck. That's apart from it. The head sculpt is just pure amazing. If you are starting out collecting and you want just the cool toys in there to really sort of tickle your fancy, he needs to be in part of all of that. 5, powering on through. In the list of the top 10 Transformers of all time that I mentioned earlier, I think I own another one of the robots that might be in it. Not number 1, definitely top 10. Transformers Animated RC. She's absolutely beautiful. She is so articulate. The colour is amazing. The sculpt is amazing. She's amazingly feminine for a little fembot and has just the best light piping man could ever want or need. If you mix that in with the fact that you couldn't get her over here for love nor money, and the only way you'd end up with one is if you were a lucky little fella and had to order one from somewhere else or something, it just made it all the sweeter of getting hold of one. This one was actually a gift to me by Helen the Melon, who said she wanted it back because she was pissed off at me one day and never collected. So let's hope she never watches this video, frankly. We're going on for number 6. I've been recording for 19 minutes and 45 seconds. I've stopped it halfway through. This will be ploughing on. It's going to be a long night. I'm going to be asleep early. It's fine, it doesn't matter. It's all fine. I hope this isn't shit because I don't want to record. 7. Bulkhead! Ah! Bulkhead came from Transformers Animated. And Bulkhead in Animated was a really, really good toy, and I've only got the shit toxic repaint of him and not the original one, which I will probably try and get one day when I have all my animated toys and I realise how few I've got and I'm bored of movie stuff because it just looks rubbish at the moment. Then that's what I should be buying. The Bulkhead was in that, and that kind of finished, and that was it. We never expected it to, apart from Transformers Animated. No, so it was going to go. And then we got one of these! Just as a nod, just to say, I really love the animated stuff, and it was brilliant, and everyone loved it, and it was just, here you go, here's something proper and pucker and lovely. And he is proper and pucker and lovely, and he will do the punch of kill anything. Punch of kill anything. If you don't, this is in the top 5 of my top 10 of things that you need to have that I'm doing today, because this is just super glorious. Gushfest number 7. I first saw this toy at All the Cool Stuff, where Dave Tree, the lovely little man down there that works at the shop and will sell you all the things that you want because he's lovely like that, showed me a box, and I opened the box and there was this beautifully turquoise and yellow and purple piece of beauty in there. And I was really annoyed because I love the Collectors Club stuff. I always thought it was elitist shit until I recently found out that it's not. It's really, really nice, and I want them all, especially some of the Seeker molds. And it's like £120 for 3 of them, and the molds are so old, they're all wonky and shit. This is a repaint of Terradive. Terradive turned into Space Case. Space Case turned into this. The alt mode on this is so much like the original Beast Wars Depth Charge, it just breaks my brain. It's a very, very clever thing with a beautiful, beautiful paint sculpt. If I go like that, hopefully it'll be on the toy and up my face. Look at the beauty, beauty, beauty. It's posable. The trident's good. The alt mode's amazing. The head sculpt in those colours. It's just a joy to behold. Don't be afraid if this isn't in your top 10, because this is pretty much me being a smug wanker. But buy the Terradive one, because Terradive is just just as good, but its colours aren't as good, but it's just as good. If you haven't got one of these moulds, buy one. So there. 8! Oh bollocks, I've got to do more. Was it 7? No, it's definitely 8. And then it's 9 and then it's 10. I can count! I hope the other people do these. I know Ed's going to say he's going to do one.